Society is rough. The world is just full of heinous acts. The world is full of heinous crimes. A lot of brutal shit that's been going on in the world. But let me ask you guys a question, just a little question. It's not really hard. It's not a rhetorical question. It's not even really a sarcastic question to ask. But what does it take? Why does it take a video of a crime to be uploaded on YouTube and for the world to see, to realize what's going on in the world? Why does it take that? Like, I've never really got to wrap my mind around it. Why does it take a person being beat down, being recorded on film, for people to see a brutal act like that and for the masses to know about it? And not only the masses, but why does it take a man being beat down and recorded on film for that town to be aware that this shit even occurred? Like, just answer that question for me. When one person could have made a difference, one person could have just ran over there and seen what was going on. I'm pretty sure there were a lot of people that seen what was going on because the guy ran down the fucking street at the end of the video. That's what I'm going to talk about. Asian or Chinese man being jumped by 7 others. That video right there. I know J Man, he made a video about it. You know, I was partially on YouTube looking at people's videos, and somebody, I think it was Quaker7 or Quay7Acre, like, he had sent me a message and asked me to talk about it. So this is going to be a little out of my element and something that I really don't really talk about up on my channel, since it's not devoted to drama or anything. But this, I guess you can call this a societal discussion over the video. But I just really don't get that. Like I know it's a brutal act in itself, like the guy got jumped and everything, but I just never really got why one person would be filming behind the camera this guy having his dignity just totally deprived and reduced to the lowest piece of dirt. Like, I just really don't get that. And how a video could just go viral of a heinous act like this for everybody to just wake up. Like, I don't get it. It takes this little rectangle right here, this motherfucking rectangle, for people to wake up. Like, shit like this happens on a daily basis, but nobody does anything about it unless it can be recorded behind a camera. Are you serious? Are you fucking kidding me right now? Like, people, I've bearing witness to shit like this happen, like, day in and day out. Ever since I hit middle school, ever since I went to middle school all the way up to high school, I've seen people get jumped. Like, I've witnessed it over and over and over again, you know. I've always tried to make a difference. I've always tried to do something about it, you know. People can say, oh, you probably snitched or whatever. Who the fuck cares if you're snitching or not? You're saving somebody's life. You're saving others from being harmed. People, violence can only lead to more violence. That's what you have to understand. Like, you don't know what accumulates after this shit occurs, you know. You don't know how big something could just erupt from this, you know. We see people jump people and kill them. You see the person that gets jumped run and get a gun and go kill these individuals over some stupid shit. You know, the video that I saw, man, like, it was a pretty fucking graphic video. I had to go ahead and give you that. It was a graphic video. I mean, here you have this one defenseless guy just laying there, just taking this beating, getting kicked in the face, getting slammed up in the snow. The guy's probably not even feeling his face anymore. You know, it's cold outside. He's pretty much bled all the blood he can bleed out of his nose and any other gases that he has on his face. And you have these guys just holding him up, smacking him in the face. He's not even really trying to defend himself. He's not even swinging or anything. He's just taking the beating. And the guy looks like he can't even speak a lick of English. Like, he doesn't even know what's going on. And it's almost like it's so real, like, to where you can feel the fear coming from this guy, because he looks like he doesn't know what the fuck he wants to do. You know, he doesn't know how he's going to get out of this situation. You have these angry guys just mauling him in ski masks and shit. Like, it's terrible. It is. It's terrible, but that's the way society is, you know. It's like nobody does shit about it. Like, they don't try to stop the shit, but they can film it. And this is the most disgusting part. This is like the nadir of disgusting, inexplicable, irrational behavior. It's the nadir of it's the nadir of ignorance in our society. How one motherfucker behind the camera can be snickering and laughing at this incident of this guy getting beat down. not knowing the penalties that are going to come afterwards, not knowing what's going to happen, like the repercussions of this action. That's the thing that gets me. Nobody knows about anything. Nobody like studies the science of where every action there is a reaction. This guy that they're beating down could have ran home, committed suicide, or he could have ran home, got strapped, got a gun, and tried to find these guys. Nobody pays attention to that. Nobody tried to run in and stop it. You asked me what I would have tried to run in and stop it? Of course, I would have probably beat the fuck out of somebody. I mean, I'm not condoning violence for violence sakes, but sometimes you just gotta go bare hands on somebody. You gotta draw hands. I mean, there's just a lot of stuff that I've been through. Like at the end of last year, my cousin, he got jumped and was shot in the back and murdered over some shit like this, and I don't know if anybody witnessed him get murdered. I don't know if anybody saw him getting jumped to try to jump in or call 911. Like, he was murdered right there on his yard, like right there where he stayed at. He was murdered. You mean to tell me that it takes a video to go viral? I mean, this happened last year too. A guy got jumped on school campus in front of public to see. He got jumped in front of the whole school to see over some shoes, and filmed and posted up on worldstarhiphop.com. That video went viral, and all of a sudden justice was served after this guy got his ass beat over some shoes. Sometimes I really just loathe the shit that the internet does, like I just loathe it. It takes the internet for something like this to be stopped and dealt with, where one person could have just made a difference, so they just called 911. He didn't have to jump in. He could have just called 911. I just can't wrap my mind around it. This little rectangle right here makes a difference. I don't get it. I don't get it.